President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi addresses a key UN biodiversity summit in China. And Beirut blast probe frozen again as judge issues arrest warrant. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi said that the coronavirus pandemic proves the necessity of international cooperation. He was speaking during a meeting of the Visegrad Group in the Hungarian capital Budapest on Sunday. He said illegal immigration is a reflection of lost human rights in the region, adding that the state seeks to provide a decent life for 100 million Egyptians and is looking forward to support by international partners. The president said there is a need to establish deeper dialogues and deliberations over providing support for the peoples of the world. He added that in Egypt there is no refugee camps, but rather refugees live decent lives at equal footing of Egyptian citizens. Al-Sisi said that Egypt is a state that is seriously seeking to achieve development and progress in all fields. He said £500 million have been allocated to make the lives of citizens better in all domains, adding that the leadership in Egypt is one that respects and loves its people and is seeking development. The summit of Visegrad Group includes Hungary, the Czech Republic, Poland and Slovakia. Presidential spokesperson Ambassador Bassem Radi said that Egypt participated in the Visegrad bloc for the second time, which reflects keenness of the two sides to develop ties and discuss mutual issues. The summit is due to cover a number of issues, including Cairo's role in the Middle East and cooperation in the field of combating terrorism, illegal immigration and energy. Trade, investment and tourism cooperation, as well as boosting the Egyptian-EU ties, are also on the agenda of the talks. President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi addressed a key UN biodiversity summit in China. In his speech, the president stressed that the world is going through a critical phase that necessitates exerting sincere efforts to face the huge challenges which were aggravated by the coronavirus pandemic at a time when dealing with its negative repercussions is still underway. Al-Sisi thanked China for its keenness on holding this round of the conference despite the challenges facing the multi-party action against the COVID-19 repercussions. The speech was delivered remotely before the UN Biodiversity Summit in China. In his speech, the president also tackled challenges facing the whole world due to the COVID pandemic. Chinese President Xi Jinping announced the launch of a 1.5 billion yuan or $232.47 million fund to support biodiversity protection in developing countries as talks continue on a new post-2020 global pact to tackle species loss. The story. China's President Xi Jinping was virtually addressing the COP15 Biodiversity Summit in Kunming, China, where diplomats, scientists and conservationists were meeting to lay the groundwork for a global agreement to halt and reverse the destruction of nature, set to be finalized in May next year. Xi said developing countries need help and support, and solidarity must be strengthened to allow developing countries to benefit in a fairer way. Li Xiao, senior climate advisor at Greenpeace China, said the new fund should jumpstart an urgently needed conversation on biodiversity finance. He said COP15 needs to see donor countries from the developed world contributing in this regard. Experts have said it will take an estimated $1 trillion a year to build a sustainable supply chain and help countries protect nature in other ways, far more than the $150 billion spent on such actions in 2019. President Xi said China's contribution to the Kunming Biodiversity Fund would start at 1.5 billion yuan and that it would also welcome contribution from other parties. He also announced a new national park scheme that would bring a land area of 230,000 square kilometers under stronger state protection. China has identified funding as a key roadblock in efforts to meet ambitious climate and biodiversity targets. Vice Environment Minister Zhao Yingmin told a briefing last week that particular attention needed to be paid to the transfer of funds, technology and talent to developing countries if the new biodiversity deal is to succeed. But experts say new sources of funding is only one part of the solution, noting that China's efforts Egypt reported 846 new coronavirus cases across the country, while 788 patients had recovered from the illness and were released from hospitals overnight. The health ministry also reported 31 deaths. The recoveries reached 264,345 people out of a total number of cases 313,259. Russia registered a new record number of daily